right now when you guys are getting cabin fever is a perfect time to just become aware of some of the things that are really important before you really, in the spring, start gardening. And some of that is, I didn't even know as a new gardener that you should know about your climate zone, about, what type of growing season you have, and also what kind of soil you have. And those are all really important to know. So we're going to go over some climate is probably one of the most important things that influence your plants. So one of the things that we measure is how cold, how much freezing temperatures can a plant take. So that's called your hardiness. So there's such a thing called plant hardiness zones. And we have a picture here to give you a little way of thinking of it. This is a beautiful crocus that's doing perfectly well in the snow. Does it look like it's dying?
It does not look like
it look frozen.
It's beautiful.
It's perfect. Okay, but now let's take a look at a geranium in California. This is the same time of year. And look, this geranium is not hardy, which means can't tolerate frost, but it's doing perfectly well. So what do you have for your garden?
Okay, so how do we know which climate zone we live in?
It's really, really cool because I even have a map here. The USDA has created a map called the Plant Hardiness Zone map, and it's from zone 1 to zone 13. And zone 1, if you can see the little chart on the side, it's the one on the top. That's where you get minus 60 to 50 degrees in your winter. That's your lowest temperatures.
And I don't want to go there.
No, you don't want to go there.
It's Nova Scotia. James has been there.
Yeah, zone 13 is the one at the bottom. That's where your winters are around 60 to 7, kind of like Hawaii and Puerto Rico.
Sure.
So everybody, if you want to garden, go to the website. We have the URL at the bottom, and you just put in your zip code, and you will not only get your zone, but it'll give you some more important information about your zone.
Now, when I've got this information, I'm just doing the background. When do I order seeds now? When do I plant seeds in the ground? That's the next thing,
Well,
right?
after you guys watch our segment and you know that you have a garden zone and you're aware what it is, then this is the fun time to plan for your garden, because this is when you order your catalogs, you go online, you go to your garden center, but be aware of something. Look, you see a pretty flower, look in the back. You look at the tag, and the back will always have a zone. I think we have a little insert with the close-up of the zone. This one says you can garden in zone 4 and 10. So if your garden is in those numbers,
That's
you know
what
that it's going to.
for.
That's what it's for. And,
I never understood that.
Right? Okay, and same thing with seeds. You want to order seeds. Will it survive my winter or my temperatures? Look at here's your seed packet. The back has that same. Now you know what that is, right? Because I just told you that's your little climate zone.
So when we're going to order the seeds now,
right?
All right, even though it's not time to plant them. So when do we plant them then?
Well, that comes to the next thing. Okay, now you know you have a garden zone, a climate zone. Now you have to know about your growing season. And growing season are just those days that you can actually go out and garden where it's safe to do so because of the winter is gone. You can see here, Northern Climate Winter Garden seasons. Starts around April and ends around October. That's not that long to garden, grow veggies and stuff. But let's look at the warmer season areas. That's like us. Oh my goodness. I feel bad, guys. February to December. Don't be jealous.
Wow. Only 1 month we're not supposed to plant. My goodness.
We can plant for so long. So why is this important? Because hey, you want to grow tomatoes, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm in the northern climate. It's September. I think I want to put some seeds in. Does that give you enough time to grow something that takes 200 days?
Right.
No, because
you're
it's
not
going
to
to
get a vegetable.
But now you know, so that's not going to happen to you.
Okay, so let's go to I think the last thing that you had mentioned.
Oh, yes.
Is the soil itself.
Right.
Well, right now it's hard.
I know. It's probably frozen.
Yeah.
Like ours, we're okay. One of the things I never knew about when I was a new garden was that the soil has a pH level. Yeah, and you can learn more about that on your own, but I'm telling you about it right now. It goes from being either a acid type of soil or an alkaline soil. And why it's important is because plants like this beautiful camellia and the beautiful, do you see this gardenia? Can you guys smell it?
I love
gardenia.
gardenia.
Isn't that pretty?
So
Okay,
much.
those have to be in acidic soil.
Gardenias grow in acidic?
They
You
have
never
to
know because
and guess what happens? If you don't have acidic soil and you plant these, you're probably not going to ever get flowers because the pH, it kind of influences how much nutrients can come from the soil and go up into your plant. So if it's wrong, it's wrong. And these are alkaline, these beautiful little maidenhair ferns and the geranium. So now you know. These are things to be aware of.
How do we determine that?
Right.
Well,
Do you taste it and say, well,
Yeah,
that's
that's
very
very
acidic.
acidic.
Well, what is great is that they've got these really inexpensive kits for about $6 at the garden center. And whoops, I actually took one and I got a soil sample. Took a little bit of soil. I'll show you the back. This is full of soil. You open up a little caplet like this. You put it in the water. You add some water. You shake it. Ooh, look how green that is. And then can you guys see this? It says here that my green soil is probably alkaline. Boy, that's going to be great for the ferns and the geraniums, but don't you try to grow camellias in this.
Right.
So that's, stuff. Do you think
But
these are basic?
we could change it by adding certain things to our
Yes.
soil.
The soil, you know what,
Yeah.
guys? We should do something on soil in the future because that's a lot of detail, but it's easy to understand. And maybe we'll tackle that some other time.
So we know plant zones, we know growing seasons, we know pH level.
Yeah. Start
Anything else we
planning-
need to know?
Have a good time. It's fun.
Thank you so
you,
much,
Shirley.
Shirley. Very
You
good.
got it.
Great
It is fun.
information. Connect with Shirley. Connect with your soil.
Yeah.
Go to homeworkchannel.com.
Right, exactly.
We'll have some dirt.